2009 in Miami, and I needed an internship. I knew about SeaWorld Orlando after visiting it several times as a child. After visiting their booth at a career expo, I immediately signed up for an interview. What could be more fun than doing marketing for an amusement park and getting to be part of the Shamu family? I was asked to choose my top 4 departments to work on. My first option was marketing. And 2 months after applying to the internship, I found out that I got the internship. I couldn't have been more excited. I realized afterwards that I had not seen the job description up to that point. I didn't really know what truly meant to be doing marketing for SeaWorld Orlando. My family and friends pictured myself feeding the shamu and taking care of the shamu well. It was my first internship ever in the US, so I didn't want to ask many questions. When I finally asked, they told me that I will be driving a shamu beater car around Orlando promoting the park. I could only picture myself driving a huge shamu float around Orlando, but could it be possible to last for 3 months? It couldn't be just driving. May arrived, and I finally was excited to start the internship. I would live in Orlando at a residence with 3 other interns. I then discovered that over 1,000 interns were working across different departments for SeaWorld's parks, and only 5 of us made it to marketing. My training consisted of going to the parks, experiencing all the roller coasters, and including riding the 90 degrees Shikra at Busch Gardens, which I had never ridden before. After all this intense training, we would then go finally to the SeaWorld's corporate offices to learn what our responsibilities would entail. The day would start with a short meeting in the morning with a short meeting to talk about those promotional talking points that we would have with the hotel concierges and sales representative. Then I would go to pick up my shamu cart to load it with promotional materials to then start my route to the International Drive at Orlando, going from hotel to hotel. I was fortunate that that all of the hotels in my route were next to each other. I was surprised that many of the hotel's concierges were even Spanish speakers, and they really appreciate that I was speaking in their language. Many of these stops took longer than what I expected because kids and families wanted to take pictures of the shamu car. I was never part of the picture, but I always felt like a celebrity. Then after that, the 5 of us would meet at a lunch place where, of course, you would see 5 cars parking at a Chick-fil-A having lunch. So we had our moment there. Lunchtime was the perfect opportunity for us to bond and share our experiences and anecdotes while doing their internship. Once we were done with the hotels, we would go back to the offices and then participate at leadership activities, and including learning more about the SeaWorld's operations, including behind the scenes of a few of the entertainment shows at SeaWorld. As any internship, we had the challenge to present a digital marketing plan and lifestyle plan to the senior marketing team. I was so nervous because it was my first ever presentation in the US at a work environment to a senior management. I was freaking out that I was the only one on the team that I was not English native speaker and I could mess up the whole presentation. But I provide ideas on how to market the Hispanic market and how to really target with the cultural relevance to the Spanish speakers market. It ended up being an amazing experience for me to really embrace my unique perspective, cross-cultural perspective to the team. Sooner or later, August arrived and my internship would end. And I realized that my passion was for marketing and that it would be my career. I learned that I have the communications, the interpersonal, the people skills that I could take for my advantage for marketing. And I learned the practice of marketing and engaging with the consumers, to talking about your product and the passion for it. Toastmasters.